Hi guys, thanks for joining me for some moments of mindfulness today. Today I want to talk about those pesky thoughts that pop up when we make a mistake or when we don't do something absolutely perfectly. Now we know that our amygdala, our security guard, is always looking out for any sense of danger. And it's trying to protect us, so we really appreciate our amygdala. But we also know that a lot of times it activates when we're not in danger and there's not really a problem. For instance, have you ever been working on an art project and drawing something and then you make a little mistake and your mind says, "Oh man," and you feel like the whole thing is ruined because you made this mistake? Guess what? That's your amygdala. And your amygdala is sensing danger in this mistake, in this stray from how you wanted it to be, and it's activating and saying, danger, danger. But we know that a lot of times the amygdala activates when we're not actually in danger. And if we take the time to stop and think about it, we'll realize, wait a minute, I'm not in danger because of this art project, and certainly not in danger because of this little stray mark or this little mistake. Once we notice that, automatically our amygdala starts to calm down. But there are some other strategies that you can use to go ahead and completely calm that amygdala and get back into our prefrontal cortex. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to catch the thought. We have to notice when those perfectionistic thoughts pop into our head. A lot of times it will happen when we're working on something that's really tricky for us, that we're just learning, and so we're making some tiny mistakes. Or sometimes it'll happen if we say something that we think, oh, that wasn't the right thing to say. That happens to me a lot. So the first thing to do is to notice, oh, my amygdala activated. Or, oh, I hear some negative self-talk. I hear my brain telling me that this art project is just a big piece of trash because of this small mistake. Once we notice that thought, then we can flip it. So a great way to flip perfectionistic thoughts is to stop yourself, and sometimes I even say this to myself, no brain, that's not true. And then I will give it a true statement. I love to look for what's going right in that situation and replace the negative thought with a good thought. So for instance, let's go back to that art project. Let's say that I was drawing something and I made a stray mark and my brain said, oh, you messed it up. If I catch myself, I can say, oh, actually, that mark is no big deal. And look at this really cool part over here. I love this. See, what I did is I focused my brain to something that's going right in that picture. And now my brain is going to focus in on the part of the picture that I like. And that is what it's going to go off and prove is actually true. Remember that? Proving our thoughts? So then, while my brain is going off and looking for all of the great things about that picture, I can take a breath and I can think, how can I make that mistake into something really cool? We can't do that though while our amygdala is activated. First, we have to get into our prefrontal cortex by flipping that thought into something positive. In this instance, finding something that's going right, and then once we calm down, we can look at that mistake with new eyes and we can realize it's not that big of a deal. And here's a pointer. Anytime I make a stray mark when I'm doing art, I love to turn it into a heart or a star or any little symbol, and nobody ever knows except for me that that's why it's there. Except for now that you know that. Anytime you see a heart, it was possibly a mistake. All right, so I hope you'll try it. You can try this with anytime you have those negative thoughts. Just try to look around and say, wait a minute, what's right in this situation? If you're stuck on a math problem and you're getting really frustrated because you just don't know how to do it and you can't find the answer, and you notice that your brain is saying, you can't do this, you're just not good enough to do this, you can say, nope, that's not right. Stop and look for what's going right. Ask yourself, well, what do I know how to do with this problem? And when you find just a small little thing that you can do, your brain will relax, you'll get into your problem-solving part, and it will be much easier to solve that difficult math problem. I hope this helped, and I hope that you will try to flip those perfectionistic thoughts anytime you have them. Have a great day.